Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Evangelina Rache. I'm a 15-year-old author, and that's all you need to know about me. But in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I stay consistent with writing my novels. I've gotten this question so many times on my Instagram, it's not even funny. I literally get DMs every couple days. People are like, how do you stay motivated? How do you write consistently? How do you finish a novel? So that's basically what this video is going to be about. And I'm so excited to share with you guys because now I can just give you guys a clear response to your question. Anyways, to start off, the biggest thing for me is having a goal and having that put right in front of you. That should be at the forefront of your mind. When you're writing, you should be thinking about that at least multiple times a day, I think. I mean, I talk about my goal all the time on my Instagram, and that is to change the way Black people are represented in the media. And I post a lot about that because I want to show you guys that having a goal, really the thing that's going to get you far. Because when you have a goal, you have a passion, and those are just like a beautiful thing. What I do is I think about my goal 24/7. Like, it's actually not okay, probably, because I kind of put everything else on the back burner because I'm like, I want to think about my goal all the time and I just want it to come true, and daydreaming and stuff, which is good and it's also bad, but I mean, do what's best for you. I think that you should think about your goal whenever you are in a hard place with your writing, whenever you're stuck, whenever you're in a slump. Just remind yourself why you're writing and the difference that you could make for other people or for yourself or for your family. If you have a goal like mine and you want to like change the world, I think it's obviously a really big thing. So it's kind of hard to not be focusing on that all the time. Yeah, I love that. Anyways, the next point is writing every day. Getting into the routine of writing consistently, doing what you have to do to make progress in your story every single day is so crucial to finishing your novel. Once you get into your structured schedule that includes writing, I mean, I don't like block out time for me to write, but like, you get what I mean. When you do it every day, you're like, oh, I'm looking forward to this. This is a part of my day that I'm like, okay, I can relax and just spend time with my characters, or I can make progress to my bigger goal in life. And that's a really big thing, because sometimes if you don't write for a while, you won't want to go back to your project and you'll just abandon it, and that sucks. Like, it's really bad. Writing every day helps me to feel better about myself and keeps me motivated. Okay, so this is optional because obviously not everybody's comfortable with this, and I wouldn't blame you for not being comfortable with it. When you start social media about your writing, about your book, that makes you so much more motivated to write. When you find people that want to read your book, nobody on my account knows what my book is about, but so many people want to read it, and that makes me want to release it, makes me want to publish it, makes me want to make progress in my book. Like, just so much more than I would if I didn't have that community. If you are like, I kind of need like reassurance from other people, then looking at your Instagram, like literally like posting on your story about your book and people getting excited, like whether they DM you or they comment on your reels or something, that is so nice. And I love that so much. Another part to help you finish your novel is having an in-depth outline. I'm gonna make another video showing you guys how I outline and like everything, because that's also a just like a gigantic topic that I can't really cover in this video, because that's not like, I want to give you guys more detail. But having an in-depth outline that has every scene, at least one sentence, my rule of thumb, at least one sentence for every single scene that happens in the book. And then if there's backstory, then I have a separate document for that. I don't know. Have all of your details written down so that when it's time to write, if you're tired, you can just look at it and I'm just gonna write a few sentences from this one scene, but I already know what the scene's about, so all I have to do is write it. And you don't have to think about it as much as you would if you didn't have that outline. So having a good outline is so amazing. And I talk about this a lot because a lot of people are like, my outline is literally just like one sentence, like it's literally the blurb. Or people say, I don't outline, I just write. Obviously, everybody's different, and I'm not going to be like, oh, your book sucks if you don't outline. But I just have a hard time believing that my book is organized if I don't outline it. So, like, if you're not outlining it, I feel scared for you, because My first book I ever tried writing, which I literally never talk about because it will never be published, and it was 50 pages at the end because I decided to not add filler scenes at all and just had bam, 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 like the important stuff. And that was it. That was the entire book. That's what happens when you don't have an outline. I didn't outline it at all. Not a single document, not a single sentence. I literally just said, oh, I'm just going to write this and see where it goes. I am a huge underwriter, so not having an outline makes me write this tiniest little amount. It just makes your life so much easier. It makes you want to write because you're like, I don't have to do all the work. And it's just, I feel like it's more fun.
Hey everyone, so I'm editing right now, and I just want to say, to make it very clear, I'm not saying your book is going to turn out how mine did, how my first one did, if you don't have an outline. Obviously, it could still be amazing. I'm just like speaking from my experience, saying like it might be harder for you to write if you don't have an outline or an in-depth outline, because even if you have a small one, it kind of gets hard to keep track of everything. I don't know, just for me. So like, I'm just trying to have your best interest at heart. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying I love outlining and you should try it out.
Yeah. Another point. It's like, help you stay motivated, help you finish a book. Make playlists. I love playlists. That's my favorite thing ever. Actually, I like it more than Pinterest boards. My playlist, bro, just listening to it makes me want to write. I have a dystopian playlist. That's my favorite thing to listen to while writing. That and Cigarettes After Sex, the only two things I can listen to when I'm writing. Because when you listen to the vibe of your book, you're like, oh, I'm in this world, so I'm going to write because that's what I want to do. When I'm in this world, I'm like, I want to develop a story. I want to keep going. Make that playlist. Listen to that playlist every single day to get you in the mood for writing, because then you will write, and then you'll write every day, and then you'll finish your novel eventually. If you want my dystopian playlist, it's in my link tree in the description. So this is kind of an addition to the social media part, but sharing your novel idea and your novel plot with the people that are around you, your friends, your family, whoever, because people will ask you, oh, how's the novel doing? And then for me, I'm an overthinker. So if I'm like, oh, I have to write because what if someone asks me about it and I haven't made any progress? Which nobody cares that much. Like, I'm being so real. They do not wake up in the morning and they're like, I wonder if this person made any progress in their novel and I'm going to hate them if they don't. Like, no, it doesn't matter. But for me, if I don't make progress and I tell people that I'm going to finish it soon, that makes me sad. And I'm like, oh, I just broke a promise. Whoops. Also, just setting goals for yourself. Like, if you say, I'm going to have my manuscript done by the end of this month. Mine was end of May, and it happened. I did finish it on like the last day of May. Still May. So, like, yay. That was a big help because I was telling everybody. I told my English teacher, told him that I was going to finish it, and he did not care at all. But it just made me feel better because I was like, I told him this. I'm going to stick to my word. Set goals for yourself. Share your story idea with a bunch of people because you hold yourself accountable for that, and that really helps, at least me. Those are my tips for staying consistent with your novel, finishing your novel, basically just writing it quickly. I write my novels in 4 months. You guys can do it. I promise you. Use these tips, don't use these tips. Whatever. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, and this didn't work last time, nobody commented the heart hands emoji. Whatever. Anyways, if you made it to the end, comment the open book emoji. See you when I see you.